Hi guys, it's Mrs. Warner. Hope you guys are doing well. And I'm so excited for our first lesson on adding and subtracting polynomials. So to get started, let's just go over some basic terms that we have. The first one is, what the heck is a monomial? A monomial is basically just one term. So if we look at something like 5x, oops, my pen's not writing. If we look at something like 5x, or maybe we had like 6xy squared, that would be an example of a monomial. Now, the degree of the monomial is the sum of the exponents. So, for example, in the first one, the only exponent that is there is x to the first power, so the degree of the first one is a 1. But in the second example, there's an x to the first and a y to the second. So I'm going to take that 1 and 2 and add them together, and the degree of that monomial is a 3. A polynomial is made up of many terms. So for example, you could have like 3x squared plus 6x plus 1. And the degree of the polynomial is the highest power that is listed there. So in this case, the highest power is the 2 because the x to the second is our highest power that's listed there. Now, we like to write our polynomials in standard form. And standard form is when you write the terms in order from highest degree to lowest degree. So if you look at the first example, it says, write in standard form and answer the following. 8y to the third plus 10y minus 4y plus 3y to the fifth. So standard form would have us rearranging it with the highest power first. So our highest power here is 3y to the fifth. So that one is going to come first. Next, I'm going to put my 8y to the third, so plus 8y to the third. Then I have my minus 4y, bring the sign with it, and then plus 10 in the back. 10 does not have a variable with it, so that coefficient just gets tacked on at the end. The degree of this polynomial is the highest power that we see there, so our degree of this polynomial is a 5. And how many terms does it have? This polynomial is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. There are 4 terms there. Now, a monomial only has 1 term. A polynomial that has 2 terms is called a binomial. So 2 terms. And then a trinomial obviously has 3 terms. And you probably did a lot of trinomials where you factored them and things like that back in 9th grade. Okay, let's get into some adding and subtracting. So if we're adding polynomials, we can only add polynomials that are like terms. So like in this example here, 3y to the third and this w to the third are like terms because they share the same power of their exponent. So I'm going to take that w to the third, that 3w to the third, and add the 1w to the third, and now I have 4w to the third. I do not change the exponents. The exponents stay the same. I don't want to change them and make that w to the 6th. That would be really naughty. Now, I'm going to combine up my next set of like terms with my w squareds. So I have negative 3w squared and 5w squared. So 5 take away 3 is 2w squared. The 7 will eventually go with the 4, but there's another w. And remember, this has to be written in standard form. So it's plus 2w, and then 7 take away 4 is a plus 3. that polynomial now has been added together with the two polynomials, and it's written in standard form because the powers are in decreasing order from highest to lowest. Subtraction's a little bit trickier though. You have to remember to change the sign of the minus, or the subtraction sign, to a positive and distribute. It's basically like you're distributing a -1. So this negative has to get shared to each of these terms. The 3a squared minus 2a plus 7 stays the same. You may remember some teachers in the previous years saying, keep, change, change. Keep the first the same, change this back sign to a plus, and then distribute your negative. So now this is -5a squared minus 2a, and this negative turns this -4 into a +4. Now I can simply use the rules of adding by combining my like terms. So 3 take away 5a squared is -2a squared. -2a take away 2a is -4a. And 7 added to 4, 7 plus 4 is 11. Super fun. And I bet you guys are excellent at adding and subtracting polynomials. Remember, they can only be added or subtracted if they're like terms. There are 3 practice examples down here, and you guys are going to try these practice examples by submitting your answers in your PlayPosit. I hope you guys are well. You can always ask questions if you need to. Bye.